Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are still continuing to be talking about Audaces Fashion Studio. If you are landing on this video, my video for the first time, and you do not know what Audaces Fashion Studio is, I have quite a number of videos where I introduce you to Audaces Fashion Studio. If you know anything about fashion simulation, 3D fashion simulations, you must have been hearing of things like Clo 3D, Browseware, you know, must have been hearing of things like that. For me, those sites are quite intimidating, especially if you're new to um, fashion simulations or creating 3D fashion styles. If you're used to new to that kind of thing, it can be quite intimidating. So when I discovered Audaces Fashion Studio, I decided to do a lot of videos on it. This is a platform or software where you can create fashion styles. You can design anything and then you can try it on mannequins to see how your style looks like. There's also an option to download your style when you finish creating it as patterns. But I've not gotten to do such a video yet. I am doing videos on how you can create styles, how you can use all these menus of the Audaces Fashion Studio to create styles. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create what is called um, garment bases. A garment base is just creating different kinds of bases that you can use as blocks to create other styles. An example, let me see if I'll see an example. These are fabrics. This is an example of a garment base. That's an example of a garment base. These are all garment bases that Audaces already has in our system, you know. And in my last video, I taught you how you can use these garment bases to develop other styles instead of starting from scratch. For instance, I showed how you can use this blazer. If you double click it, it comes on the mannequin. You can just, create something from this. You can remove the sleeves and create another style. You can make it shorter and all that. You can, expand it using all these tools. I'm not going to be showing you how to use these tools. I have a whole video on how to use Audaces creation tools, which I'm going to link right here. In this video, I'm actually going to show you how to create your own um, base garments that you can use to create your own styles. So that's what we are going to do in this video. So you create your base garments, as I said initially, think of the kind of styles that you want to be creating. For instance, I want to be creating fashion styles basically from Africa. I want to be creating something that has to do with Ankara styles. So that means I'm creating a lot of long skirts, a lot of 3-piece, 6-piece skirts, different kinds of skirts. So I'm going to create a base garment for, I'm going to create a base garment of a long skirt. I'm going to do a straight long skirt. I'm going to do a skirt up to the knee and then maybe flay down. So I'll just create those two base garments and then store them as base garments so that if I want to design the skirt in another way or in another style, I won't have to go and start from scratch. So how do we do that? Um, First, I need to cut this mesh into a top and a bottom. And to do that, I use this cut with ring. As I said, if you want to know how to use all this to do your designs, I have a very, very detailed video that I'm going to paste right here. You can go ahead and watch it. So once you do a cut with ring, Remember, when you're using Audaces, I've mentioned it before, you always use a mouse. You cannot use your normal this thing, your normal computer. So you need to attach your mouse to your computer and use it. So once you click on the cut with ring, just put the ring where you want to cut it. Let's say I want to cut it here. I will just click on the left side and then confirm it on the right side. And once it turns green, that means it is cut, as you can see it there. So I want to do it twice. Come down a little bit. Since I'm separating the top from the bottom, so I'm going to cut and then remove that. So I now have this space and I can now remove that. So now I have a top and a bottom. So I want to convert this bottom line to a skirt. So I will now go to um, creation. I go to pinch with ring. That is a black circle. Like you can see, it's different from the other cut with ring. Don't be confused. Just go ahead and watch that video that I linked. You will understand how to use each of these things when you're doing your designs. So right now, I want it to be a closed skirt. So I'm just leaving the circle like that. I am not touching this, what they call the radial growth. If I wanted it to be a very wide skirt, I'll extend this a little bit. But I want to create a base skirt that is just narrow. So I'll just place this right here, as you can see it there. And then I'll press my left mouse and then I'll come down with it. And you see that as you're coming down, it is a skirt. So you can see it now. It's a skirt. And I'm drawing it right down to the bottom. I want it to be a long skirt that I can work with later. So there you have it. That is my long skirt. I turn it around. That is my long skirt. I don't need to do anything about it. What I will do maybe is to remove it and then store this as a base garment. So I'll just go down here, save base garment. I will just click there and then I will just label it as my long skirt, long straight skirt. So once I've labeled it, is that how to spell straight? Yes, okay, long straight skirt. Then I'll just click on OK, and there you have it. So that is it. It's as simple as that. Then I'll just go back. So let's say I want to create a sleeveless top, you know. Let me go back again to what it was. So let's say I want to create a sleeveless top that I can use another time. So what I can do, I will create what is called this, when you put this at the center of your mannequin, whatever you do on one side is what will be reflected on the other side. So it actually helps you save time. So let's say I want to cut off the sleeves to create a sleeveless top and maybe a V neck in front and back. So that later I can use it to do any other style that I want. Maybe a particular sleeveless style, maybe with a flare and all that. So I will just go back to my cut with ring and I come here, extend it, press down on my shift key and then shift this to this side because I want it to be a little bit slanted, like so. So I can shift it a little bit like so. And then, no, that's not what I want. I have to bring it out a little bit more. Okay. So you see that it has done it both ways. Can you see that? So first, let me remove these hands. I wanted it to be sleeveless first. Remove the hand here. Remove the hand here. Then you see that it is not so smooth. You can smoothen it. Just come here, extend this, and then smoothen it to be a little bit better. See, as I'm smoothing it, is going up. Have you seen that? Just smoothen it to be a little bit nice, not too exposing. Because when you do want to download this as a pattern, you have to make sure that you do your styles very well because all those things are very important. So you see, it looks better now. Go to this side and do the same thing. Even though this looks like a nice style, but well, let's make it normal. Let's make it normal. Oh. Okay, and that looks okay. That looks okay. I don't like the way this came out, so I'll just go here and remove it. When you want to remove a stitch, just click here, come there, highlight it, and it goes off. You know, it goes off. So good. So as you can see, okay, now I have just a sleeveless top. If I want to make this V-neck, I can also try to make it another way. Put on the symmetrical again. That is our ring. So now you press your control key and then this comes out and then you shift it to give you that V-neck that you want. And so. And then we are going to cut it and then cut it and then that. And then press your right mouse button again to remove the function. And let's check. Okay, it's okay now. So let's remove the symmetrical plane. And then we are going to remove the lines we do not need. We'll go here. And we remove these lines that we do not need. Once it turns white, just click on your left mouse button and it goes off. We'll click here on the left mouse button and it will go off. So we'll remove all the lines we do not need, all those extra lines. And then right here, I'm going to smoothen it. I don't want it to be V at the back. I'll just get this tool here and then I'll just smoothen it. Smoothen it. I want it to go up a little bit. So I want it to just go up a little bit, not so deep at the back, like the front. So you just keep doing that until you have this, what you want, the curve that you want at the back. I think I am okay with it. So I'm okay with it. And once I'm done with that, I'll remove the function, turn the front, and then I'll click. Let me shift it so that we'll see it well. And then I'll click on this and then I will remove it. And there you have your V-neck, you know, and there you have it. So you can decide to save this as a base garment, which I've already done here. And I can decide to save both too as a base garment so that if you want to start any kind of design, you can always start from here. Maybe you want to do a leggings style, you can just start from this base garment. So with this, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you go ahead and register for Audaces Fashion Studio and start creating your very own base garments that you can use as building blocks to create your fashion styles. Thank you for watching till my next video.